So that is the reason why I didn't wash my hair. But what is bringing me to this point today is I gotta show you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Last time you saw me, I was getting this hair installed and I promised for you guys to do a review of the hair after having it. And it's been 2 weeks, so I think it's time for a review. And since I'm going to do a wash day today, I figured I would take you with me, as well as doing you a mini review of the hair as a whole after 2 weeks of having it. Let's just get it out there. I haven't washed the hair since I've gotten it installed. There's a couple reasons to it. So it's like not even I haven't washed it, it's I haven't put any water to it. And honestly, alright, so let's get into the reasons of why I haven't washed it. So we've been traveling for the past 2 weeks. We came back yesterday. I do not like to travel with 100 of my products, to be honest. Well, that was the whole point of doing a weave to begin with, was that the maintenance was going to be a little lower, which means I didn't have to log all my products to Europe because now they make you pay for check bags. So that was one of the reasons. The other one, and that is going to be the most honest one, is I didn't really know. I knew you had to wash your hair when it was in a weave, but last time I got added hair, let's say, was the crochet, and I washed my hair after 2 weeks because you don't really wash the crochets. And every time I do the other weave is a straight weave. I only keep it for a week or two, honestly, within which I don't wash it because I have leave outs and I do not want to keep straightening and putting heat to my hair. So I kind of went with that assumption with curly hair. Even though the insert of the hair said to wash it every week, I was just like, yeah, okay. So I didn't do that. So that is the main reason why I didn't wash my hair. Another reason I didn't want to wash my hair is because I actually really like the curl pattern out of the package. I didn't want the curls to be looser because I really liked how curly it was. So with that being said, a little bit mini review of the hair, and just a reminder, I lost the insert, but it was the Outre 100% unprocessed, simply Brazilian natural curly hair in 18 inches and in natural brown. It feels really nice running through the hair, didn't get too tangled up top. Although if I get a little closer, you can see here it gets frizzy, but you know, like I said, no water, no wash. But damn, I gotta show you something. This is bad. The back has been giving me a run for my freaking money. Let me show you this mess. And honestly, I was ready to rip this hair off after a week, because after a week, I've had, look at this. The back has been an absolute nightmare. I am telling you, I was ready to rip it off. This looks like, you know, it looks like it hasn't been detangled, which it has. Seriously, like I said, I haven't washed my hair for 2 weeks, but I've had to detangle this specific part, same on the other side, every single night before going to bed, every single day, sometimes twice a day, because as soon as it would start to dry, it would get all tangly and messy. It is a literal dreadlock. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my hair in the bun so you can see what I am talking about. So this is what it's been looking like, and I get as close as I can. As you can see, it is, ugh, I can't even, it's been like this, seriously, where like I can't even run through right there. And the ends are so dry, it is it's, I don't know, this entire part has been making me want to just rip all of it out. So today is kind of like the last chance for this hair. I'm not sure I'll rebuy it just because of this, depending on how it goes today, but that really pissed me off. But the part that kind of gives me hope is this part, is the rest actually, because it's still kind of curly like I like. When I touch it, it feels now dirty and I know I need to wash it. I have hope, you guys. So I hope this solves this. I have the products that I'm going to use today. They're lined up behind me. I'm going to go grab them. So I went ahead and bought that Aussie Mega line. I do not say that M word. I hate that word. So our girl's not gonna be out here pronouncing it. So it is the Mega M Aussie line. So I have the shampoo, the conditioner, and the 3-Minute Miracle one. I will link everything down below. This one is paraben free. Another thing is I finally bought a Denman brush. Everybody knows what a Denman brush is. If you don't, you probably don't have curly hair. And I bought a new water bottle, but nobody cares about that. One thing that I did verify about this hair is it feels like and burns like real hair, because I started to get a little paranoid from how tough it was to detangle. So I went ahead and took all the shedding and burned it, and it just burned to a crisp, exactly like real hair. So I guess I've kind of did that checklist of, is this real hair? As far as process, I am going to finger detangle on dry hair. I'm going to try my best before I put some water to this spot. So I'm going to go in and take my time to try and detangle it as much as possible with my fingers. Let's see where I get before I put some water to this hair, because I don't want to lock any, the crisp. I don't want to lock any knots in there before I put water in it. Oh my God. Okay, so it's been 13 minutes that I've tried. Honestly, I is tired. This one I was able to kind of separate some of the strands, but here is just a nightmare. I'm going to go in the shower now and detangle it with some water, and I believe that there is so much product anyway from the multiple detanglings that I did this week that it should help detangle it before I go ahead and shampoo the whole hair. Okay, so it's been literally an hour, because I ended up having to get out of the shower and finish detangling outside the shower because nothing was happening up here and I needed to be close to a mirror. And I'm finally done. It literally, these two things took me 1 full hour. And this is the entire shedding that came out of it, of just these two things. There was a knot so bad, I had to end up pulling it. Seriously, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that this hair is trash. I just want to remind you that I said that I detangled this part the night before we traveled, which was Thursday night. We traveled Friday, and I literally was in a plane for 6 hours, 7 hours, so there was no moving at all. And today, this is how much fell off, and it took me an hour. So I'm pretty pissed about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of the hair.
Let's go.
So I am back. It has been quite the adventure, as you could have seen, and I have wrapped it all into a t-shirt to kind of soak up the extra moisture here. I tried everything back here. The last thing I did is that I did a deep conditioner. I did the Shea Moisture, the Jamaican Black Ester Oil line, but every time I would rinse anything from that hair in the back, it felt awful. So I don't know how to say. I think that pack specifically was bad, or I don't know what happened. And let me just show you the shedding between just these two back rows versus the rest of the hair throughout the entire process. So this is the shedding of the entire rest of the hair. When you compare the two, it is crazy. They are the exact same. So again, I'm just going to do a quick test. once they kind of dry up, and I'm gonna burn them all to, you know, maybe see what the hell is going on. Maybe there was just a pack that was bad. I don't know what to say. What is going to come up next is that I'm going to take some time to dry up my braids that are under. So I'm gonna sit under a hooded dryer, and I'm gonna take some time to really dry this bun because this is completely closed off. It will take forever to dry, and I don't want mold or anything bad to happen to this hair. So I'm gonna make sure that I kind of speed up the drying process. But other than that, honestly, the rest of the hair was silky smooth. It was detangling like a breeze, and it felt really, really, really good. So I don't know what the hell's going on with the back. So this is the final result once everything is dry. So it is much flatter and much looser than what it was before out of the package. So I mean, this is what it is. Now it is all dry. I do feel like though when I spritz some water, it kind of like regains. It's easier to like reclump because the curls are smaller. But yeah, so it is definitely looser. I actually don't mind it as much. What else? Yeah, so this part, the back part, tangled some more. You can't necessarily see it. I mean, it looks different if you really want to be picky. It feels very different though, I do have to say. And this morning when I was getting a little frustrated that it was starting to get tangled, I re-detangle it. And what I did is that I actually cut the ends because I felt like they were snagging so much that maybe this was the reason why it was tangling so much. So now I'm gonna bring you back to the conclusion I had recorded before the hair was dry. So I just wanted to do a little bit of an update. I took it out because as soon as I was done filming my finished look video, I went out to do some grocery shopping, and I guess as soon as a little bit of wind or outside element hit it, it went into nightmare mode again, and I'm just through with it because I literally re-detangled it this morning. So I just took it out, took a pair of scissors, and just went Rambo on it. I was careful, you know, so I didn't cut any of my own hair. But it just looks like it's the start of the weft of that one that is making the whole thing messy, because it was just, you know, like, it was just like kind of doubled in my hair. And I guess this entire part is what feels, you can almost hear it, feels very dry. And the rest kind of just went into place as I like kind of de-doubled it and just kind of tried to lay it out. So it was this part that I'm not even going to try to detangle, and the middle was kind of alright, and then this towards the end again. So honestly, I'm happy I took it out because I was about to just, I don't know, I was about to cut it real short, and then I was just like, you know what, might as well take it out. So I took it out. My theory remains that this pack was bad because that's an entire pack that I had to remove. I just realized because it was double that it didn't feel that way when it was in my hair. But it was an entire pack, so I'm just guessing this bundle was bad. You can't really see it. I guess it's just like if I were to like tie it up like this, you can see that it's kind of out, but who cares? Again, with that conclusion that I taped earlier. So this is pretty much it. This is where the video will end. Let me know in the comments how you wash yours, if there's anything, if there's a specific product you guys like or use, and if you have any questions, and I'll make sure to take the time to answer your questions. And if not, I will see you next time. See ya.